Hello everyone, I've just started a foundation wear test, so I thought, well, I've got makeup on and my camera set up, I'm gonna finally do my project pan check-in for the month. So this is reflecting on how I went since my August check-in. I am not gonna be doing a sheet mask one this month because I haven't made heaps of progress, so I'm just gonna save that to next month, which is fine. But I have made a bit of progress here. And have I found lost lipsticks? No, but that's okay because we're still making progress. So I finished up a few things. I finished up my bronzer. So this is actually a highlighter. It was like an ombre highlighter that had ended up being a bronze color because that's all I had left. I use this as a bronzer. It was fine. I just don't use bronzers. So I'm not actually going to replace this with anything because at the moment, I'm not using bronzers. We're in spring, so hopefully as the warmer weather picks up, I might want to get back into bronzers, but right now I don't need to. I did actually use up my LYS foundation, so there is none left. I scraped down the side to check. I couldn't get any more out. That was the last month check-in. That was the month before. So this is all done. And it makes me a bit happy because it means like one out, one in. So I'm not feeling too bad that I've bought a new foundation. It fits with my no buy, so it's fine. But I've got other foundations to use, so sometimes I feel guilty. I also used up my concealer. This is the Mecca Max concealer. So what I've done to replace those, I'm putting in my Natasha Denona concealer. I love this. It's my favorite concealer, so it's not as if I want to get rid of it. It's just getting a little bit old, and I'm pretty much halfway done. And it's the one I want to wear every day. So I'm like, I'll just use this, and then next Sephora sale, I'll buy another one. Realistically, the only other concealers I have, I think I've got 2 Maybelline Fit Me concealers in handbags. So I use those as like touch-ups if I'm out and about and makeup's breaking down. I don't really care for those too much. So realistically, I only have one that I want to use. So yeah, I'm going to use it and then repurchase it. It is what it is. And then for my foundation, I'm trying to use up some of my BB creams. I bought a couple of BB creams, was it last year? I think it was last year when I had like really dehydrated skin, but I'm not loving them. So I'm trying to work through them. I've got these 2 from Purito that I want to use up. This is my shade. So this is the Cica Clearing BB Cream in Neutral Ivory. That is my shade. It also works really nicely with the concealer. So on its own unpowdered, this doesn't last on me. It's not great. But when I put a little bit of this concealer to add a little bit more coverage and I powder it, it wears really beautifully. So I'm happy to keep using this. I also have the shade Light Beige, which is too gray for me. I can't even do a 50-50 mix. It makes me look like dead. But I want this done because it's not my shade. Like I'll show you, these are the absolute, like this is the absolute wrong shade for me. It's this sort of gray color and it makes me look really dull. And this is the other shade, which is much more what my skin tone actually is. So I can maybe use like 3:1 ratio to use it up, but I'm using this at a much faster rate. So there's not, like I'm probably halfway done and this one is barely touched. So I think what I'm going to do is try to use them together. Then I might try to use this as like a mixer to cool down any overly warm foundations, but I don't think I have any. So anyway, I want to use both of these up and I think this one will be done really quickly. I also used up my mascara. So this is the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Extra Black. I quite like this one. I would repurchase it down the track. Instead, I'm using my NARS Climax mascara. Now, I don't know if I should actually include this. It's like the only mascara I have open at the moment, so that's why I'm using it. And I do like the formula, so I'm not rushing to use this up. Maybe I'll take mascara out because I don't really care too much about weighing it. I also used up my Jouer little like tinted lip balm thing. This is done, so that's completely flat. The last thing I used up is my little Lana Lips tinted lip balm in the shade Perfect Nude. So this is one that I introduced in my project earlier in the year. I lost it. I found it in a denim skirt and I've used that one up. So I'm not really going to add in any colored lip products because I still haven't found the ones that I've been missing from last check-in. They're still gone. There's an e.l.f. one, there's an Hourglass one. I don't know where they are, but I will be adding in a lip balm because I can use this sort of like at night. I can use it on my cuticles. I can use it all the time. So I'll get some use out of this. This is the Lana Lips 101 ointment in Raspberry Shortcake. So that one I'm going to start focusing on. And I still have my Pat McGrath lip gloss. So this is what I use as a nude lip. I'm wearing it today on my lips. It's very beautiful. So I'm happy to use it. And one thing I did was I unofficially, after the last check-in, I added in a red lip because I was like, I've got no color here. Now I've got this MAC, I think this is a huggable lip color in Cherry Glaze. Really beautiful. It's a very glossy, It's bright but a little bit sheer, so you can sort of sheer it out if you want, so you can be like a little bit of a tint, or you can really build it up to make a really, really glossy red lip. I have been wearing this a lot, so I thought I'm going to take a progress shot right after I concluded my last check-in, and I thought I'm going to add this in. So that's where I'm up to, and I'll have progress photos on the screen. I have been using this periodically throughout the month. I just didn't introduce it last month, but I took a photo. Let's get some base products out of the way. The Professional, this is the Hydrating Primer. I've been using this quite a lot because it was working really well with our LYS foundation. Now this is not much left. It's like down to here. So I just need to make sure I use it with the newer foundations, which are BB creams, they're dewier. I don't really need this, but I want to use this up. This is nearly done. So if I make sure I use it regularly, this will be done in the next month, which is really good. I haven't got much progress on my Laura Geller. This is that mineral powder, that foundation. I used one up last month. I introduced this one, which is brand new. There's really not much usage, just a little bit, but I have been focusing on the liquid foundations to try to use those. But this is a good touch-up powder. So yeah, I'll have progress photos on the screen, but there's probably not much progress. I'll have weights on the screen with these. So I just filled up my little container the other day, so we'll see how much I've used of that. And if you're new here, it's like a glowy highlighting Laura Mercier powder and just your standard one, and I'm mixing them together because I don't like the glowy one on its own. It looks like a highlighter all over my face, so I'm trying to use it by mixing the two. It's taking a long time though because it's a lot of product. With my MAC finishing spray, so I've been depotting this into this. There is a little bit left in here, but essentially last check-in I was up to there, and now I am down to around here. So there's a little bit left in the container, but I have been using it, which is good, and I'll continue to hopefully see progress. And yes, I'm rushing this because I need to go to work. It is what it is. Cheek products, my MAC Glow Play Blush, I've been using a lot. So this is very messy looking. I found that it's best to use with like a velour puff. Picks it up really beautifully and layers it really nicely. So that's how I've been using it. I am getting, oh, look, it's getting very mucky and I'm getting right into the corners. So I might actually, after I take a progress photo, I might scoop it out and like repress it into the middle because it's getting hard to use. Very pretty, really like it. But yeah, hopefully they'll be done soon. I sort of want that done by next check-in, so we'll see. I'll maybe focus predominantly on that. I have been using my Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow palette quite a lot. I've only used the creams a couple of times, but I mainly use the bottom two. So I'm wearing this today. It's like a blush highlighter in one, so it's just that product, really pretty. And sometimes I use this as like a lighter color blush and highlight in one. So I can use it as a highlighter, but there is a little bit of a blushy tone to it. So if I just don't want as much sort of cheek color, I'll use this one, but I'll have progress close-up shots on the screen so you can see how I'm going with that. I do have some nice dents going. My Nabla highlighter, I honestly haven't worn this too much, maybe a handful of times. So I don't know if there's much progress. I really love it though. I think it's beautiful. I just have a lot of like glowy cheek products in this, so I feel like it's overkill, but I'll keep it in the project because it's beautiful. Ooh. Brace yourself. My eyeshadow palette, it is getting a bit mucky and my kid has been touching it a bit, but I have made some pan progress. So I've been really hitting up the mattes in the last month. So at the moment I've got my eyeshadow base, which is in this project as well. So this is the MAC Born to Beam Pro Longwear Paint Pot. It is a shimmery gold. It is too shimmery and too gold for my daily wear. So I find that if I wear this and then I put a shimmery eyeshadow, it can look a bit frosty over the top. So I have been leaning towards setting it with a matte. So a little bit of the sparkle comes out, so it looks a little bit twinkly, but predominantly the look is matte. So I will have weights of this on the screen because I am tracking that, and I feel like I'm making good progress. I'm using it every day. But what I've been using is mainly these two as an all over matte look. So I'm wearing that in the crease today and the outer corner and lower lash line, but I am wearing this shade on the inner part of my lid and on the inner corner. But you can see I've hit pan on that one, and that one. Now this one did have a little bit of a dent in it, so when I was just using it, slowly wore away at the one section, but these pans are like legit. I've been using these eyeshadows a lot. So again, I'll have close-up photos on the screen of the palette so you can see what it's like. There are a few little toddler finger marks in some of them, so ignore that. He quite likes the colorful ones, but these are legit. I've been working hard at them. I've been on and off using my eyeshadow powder. I've also been using a pencil because it's easier sometimes, but there is a dent in this. Now, what I've been doing to really sort of kick up the product and make it easier to get, because it does get a bit of hard pan, is I'll get this little applicator. I'll get the back of it, which is like a little squared off thing. I'll scrape some off, which is why in the close-up photos, you'll see like scrape marks, and then I'll go around with the applicator and pick it up as like a loose product. So there's going to be a hole in there soon. There's going to be pan. I'm going to rejoice. I quite like this product, to be fair. It's just more effort than a pencil. That's the only problem. But it's a beautiful color. It works well. Don't hate it. It's just a bit more of a chore. My Benefit 24-hour brow setter, I'll have weights on the screen. I don't use this as much as I should, but I also don't need my like brows to be like crusty feeling and set all the time. So there's not much left in here. I sort of feel like at some point I'm going to be like, oh, there's nothing left. But I do like this product. I think it's a good brow setting product. I really like the applicator, but I don't use it every day. It is what it is. I think my last two things are eyeliners. I added in this eyeliner last month and I'm making good progress. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Double Life. So it's brown. I use this to like line my waterline. Sometimes I will use it as a brown eyeliner. Sometimes I'll smudge it out. But because it's a sharpenable one, these like as soon as you sharpen them, they go down significantly. So you see really good progress. So I'll have photos of them on the screen of where I was at last month, where it's at this month. But yeah, this is something that I can definitely finish by the end of the year. And yeah, and I also have a brand new sharpener, which makes things nice and crisp and fun to sharpen, so that's good. Soap & Glory Super Cat Liquid Black Eyeliner Pen, not doing as well with this. Like I'm wearing it today, and I've probably worn it maybe less than 5 times throughout the month. So if there is progress, I'm going to be very grateful, because I don't feel like there will be. It's just a product that I wear when I'm filming, wear when I'm going out, but that happens like once a week. So it is what it is. I'm enjoying it though, and I think it gives a really beautiful effect. So I'm going to keep it in, but it's not something that I'm going to see crazy progress on every month, which is fine. Actually, I think I'm going to add in one more product. So I've got 2 of these. These are the By Terry little mini ombre black stars. They're in the shade Bronze Moon, and I got these from, I think, Mecca Beauty Loop boxes or whatever. I got one, a friend gave me one. They're sort of like nice bronzy liquid stick eyeshadow, sorry, but I don't wear this color every day, but it is a nice alternative to the sparkly MAC paint pot. So this is how much there is in this one. They're good for like travel makeup bags and whatnot, but I really don't need 2 of them. So this one I would like to use up. All right, so that's it for my September check-in. Let me know in the comments how you're going with your project pan. What have you used up? What are you struggling with? Have you lost a bunch of lip products like I have? And I will have all the products listed in the description box if I haven't said the names of them, like the shade name of this, which is a Lust Lip Gloss in Flesh Fantasy. What a name. Anyway, big thank you to my members for supporting this channel. I'll chat to you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.